Our video cameras were not allowed inside, but organizers did let me inside to experience what was happening. 6 Chattanooga police officers are being recognized as top cop. We wanted to know the most dangerous stretches of roadway in Chattanooga and the elements that could cost you your life. Next event is set to start here in just about 30 minutes. It's here at Ross's Landing, called Patriotic Riverfront Nights, and that concert is free and it's open to the public. You just got to bring your umbrella, maybe a poncho.
Wow, yes, I see lots of snow getting in the eyelashes and everything, huh, Michelle?
I look miserable, but I promise I'm not. My face is just frozen this way. But let's get to the serious stuff. Obviously, lots of snow falling right now. I'm going to pan down. I've just been standing here in this spot for about 10 minutes. And where I've been standing, all the snow that's already been pushed down, it's already frozen over into ice. So this is a good example as to what's happening on the roadways as cars are driving over these roadways. All of that slush is being packed down. It was early this morning as an officer was getting gas at one of these pumps when police say Stephen Mobley walked up to them, identified himself, and said he was ready to turn himself in.
Don't threaten my mama.
32-year-old Stephen Mobley posted this public video on Facebook hours before surrender. Parts of the video are hard to understand, but one point Mobley makes is clear. There are 2 sides to every story.
I know there's 2 sides to every coin.
Hours later, Mobley showed up here, the Police Services Center on Amnicola Highway. Assistant Chief Dana Vaughn heard the call.
I heard one of the officers get out on the radio with somebody on the back lot, and just seconds later he had reported that it was Stephen Mobley.
Detectives believe Mobley is the one who shot 3 people in East Brainerd, leaving 2 of them dead. Local police called on the state and even the feds for help tracking him down.
In my opinion, it was all of that Mr. Mobley realized that it was simply in his best interest and in the best interest of this community to turn himself in and face the charges.
It's unclear what prompted Mobley to face authorities, but police say he's cooperating with investigators. Does that happen often?
No, ma'am, it does not. It does not. It rarely happens.
It is our hope that the people affected by this crime sleep a little easier tonight.
Police have not released the identity of the 3rd victim in this case out of her safety, but we do know that she continues to recover. Reporting in Chattanooga, I'm Michelle Heron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. That ceremony just wrapped up a couple of moments ago. The reception is now going on. And for Chattanooga police officers, this national recognition isn't just about their service, but that of the fallen 5 as well. Named some of the nation's top cops, Chattanooga police officers were quick to honor the memory of the fallen 5 servicemen.
For us, July 16th will always be about Gunny Sullivan, Sergeant Holmquist, Staff Sergeant Wyatt, Lance Corporal Wells, and Petty Officer Randall Smith.
These 6 officers were awarded for their actions on July 16th.
It's a recognition not of us as individuals, but of every law enforcement officer that responded on July 16th, knowing very well what we were going into. And recognizing what every law enforcement officer is willing to face every day.
Officer Dennis Pettigo was shot in the attack. He says the support from the public has been overwhelming. Officer Lauren Johnston nominated these men as top cops and says they deserve it and more.
The way they went into fire and took care of the situation, it just showed the bravery of these men and their courage.
Of hundreds of nominations, 1 top cop case is selected from each state. And from that pool, 10 are named top cops of the year. Chief Fred Fletcher attended the ceremony and calls the 6 top cops his heroes.
They often balk at that term, but that's part of what being a hero is about.
It's been really neat to see how the community has come together, and the amount of verbal support that we have gotten from people on the street is incredible.
Well, not only are these 6 officers bringing home top cop awards, they were also chosen as the Citizen Choice Awards. Reporting live from Washington, D.C., I'm Michelle Heron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The Walker County Sheriff credits the father of those children as well as one of his own deputies with pulling 3 of those children out of a broken window moments before firefighters arrived. But the rescue efforts didn't stop there as fire crews put their lives on the line to pull the remaining 2 children out of this burning home.
They kept making that attempt, they wouldn't come out.
Men who've seen a lot are visibly shaken as they put out hot spots. This is where they say smoke claimed the lives of 2 and sent 5 others to the hospital.
Well, it's very difficult. It's a terrible, terrible thing to lose anybody in a fire, but moreover when it's an infant and a child.
Walker County Emergency Services Chief Randy Camp says an 8-month-old was found in a crib and a 6-year-old was found in the corner of a room. Camp says crews worked so hard to reach the children, one firefighter burned his face.
It's just in you to, when you know it's a child, you do everything you can to make them. And they did reach them. It was very courageous, but unfortunately, it had a bad outcome.
3 other children made it out of the home due to the quick thinking of their father. Sheriff Steve Wilson says one of his deputies helped that father pull the children out of a broken window.
From what we're being told at this point, I would say that the father was instrumental in bringing these 3 children that survived out of the home.
Those 3 children and their parents remain in the hospital at Erlanger tonight, being treated for severe smoke inhalation. Reporting in Walker County, I'm Michelle Heron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.